Cohen the third, McLeod, Hemphill, Schwartz, and McNair rounding out the starting five for head coach Link Garner. Always good to see Link back in his home state. Played his high school basketball at Anderson Highland before playing at Purdue for head coach Gene Cady. We'll talk more about Link throughout the course of today's broadcast. This Green Bay team and Ahmed Ishmael a bit eager to get the first basket on senior day and called for an offensive foul 12 seconds in.
Well, the opening he thought he had closed in a hurry and kind of not able to pull up and avoid the contact.
Ishmael has been in double figures each of his last 4 games. Was inserted into the starting lineup 2 weeks ago because of an injury to Elijah Goss. Goss returned on Friday night, but he will come in off the bench as he did 2 days ago. This Green Bay team, they lead the Horizon League in points scored. They also give up the most points in Horizon League play. They want to get up and down the floor, and Hemphill gets a good look to start things off for the Phoenix.
Well, because of McNair's great penetration. I mean, he froze IUPUI inside, able to make an easy pass.
Green Bay scores 82 a game. They allow 81 per contest. That first number is top 25 in the country. That second number is bottom 10 in the country. And I Can See Clearly Now is the tune that Cam Justice is singing as he makes his first shot of the game.
What mask? Thank goodness I don't have it. This typical Cam Justice squares up, knocks down an easy three.
Schwartz left it short. Hall will tip it away to prevent the putback. It'll remain Green Bay basketball.
Well, early on now, I mean, 2 possessions, Green Bay's been able to slip some screens and find some easy openings, and it's just kind of concerning early on that a little more communication is needed.
Schwartz, an equal three-point threat as he is low post threat. Cohen, a threat all over the building, as evidenced by that one.
DJ McCall closes him out, does a nice job, has a hand in the face, and big hoop by Cohen.
From a three-point standpoint, these are the 2 bottom teams in the league in terms of percentage. Green Bay makes 34. IUPUI makes 33% of their threes taken. Phoenix make 8 a game. IUPUI less than 7. Doesn't mean that both teams don't have capable shooters. The runner by Weatherford, no. And DJ McCall.
As he does so well, somehow, some way, Greg gets that rebound.
He had 18 points in the victory against Green Bay back in January. The slip, Hall, from his old childhood buddy, Cam Justice.
They do that so well. The 2-man game between the two of them, obviously they've been doing it for a long time.
High school teammates at Knott County Central in Hindman, Kentucky. And with this being senior day for Evan Hall, there are a lot of folks from that corner of the world that are here this afternoon. Hall looking to go to work. Here comes the double. Weatherford the 3. Buries it. His 6th made 3 of the season.
Great recognition by Hall, though. Saw where the double was coming from and made the quick skip pass.
As you would hope with any player throughout the course of their 4-year career, you want them to continue to prove every year. If there is a skill set that Evan Hall has improved the most at, it is passing out of a double team.
I couldn't agree more.
And an offensive foul as Hall takes the charge.
Whew. Great move. You know, the other thing he's done, in addition to his passing skills, I just love his defensive effort. Not on the ball so much, but his ability to give up his body as he did on that play. You saw it there. Just took a shot. He's just gotten so much better at that.
Ishmael. Now Justice. Not that time. And IUPUI out-rebounding their opponents by nearly 5 boards per game on the season. That number stretches to 6 in Horizon League play. This is what Green Bay does. It does not take long to get down the floor.
Especially with going to third, just dribbling so quickly in the transition. And how about Hempel running the court?
Wave off the shot. Ruled to be a foul on the floor, says Bill Eck. As the foul goes against Josh McNair of the Phoenix.
You could have. Tempo is, as you point out, tempo is really important for this Green Bay offense. And it can be that way for IUPUI if you just pick and choose your spots. But Green Bay is looking to move it as quickly as they can.
Ishmael going to work. Good dig down and knock it away from Ishmael. And Cohen scores.
I can see why he's doing what he's doing. He is a tremendous player. quickness, size, strength. Game comes to him.
We've referenced tempo a lot already. What's unique about these wins for IUPUI the last 3 years? They've all been in the 60s and 70s against Green Bay. Ishmael has no problem knocking down that shot.
Wasn't hesitant at all, just making a free throw.
He is 3 of 4 from three-point range this season. And Hempel, good move.
You know what? He's a tough matchup. He's undersized a little bit inside. Great elevation, great quickness.
This has been played at Green Bay's speed so far. Good lead for Hall. And the left hand.
Great ball movement. Ishmael makes a great pass out of the double to Weatherford. Perfect bounce pass to the post.
Good job by McCall to stick with Cohen. He and Weatherford will likely draw that assignment for most of the game. Now McLeod for 3. And the long rebound corralled by Schwartz. Deep 3, Cohen.
Oh, my. It's on the Hubler emblem, deep. That's 25, 26 feet, nothing but the bottom.
Cohen and Hemphill have all the points so far for the Phoenix. Cohen with 8, Hemphill with 6. Offense is working in fine form. Defense has got some things to figure out going both directions.
You're exactly right. Right place, right time that Evan Hall just couldn't finish.
Trailer 3, McLeod. He'll take him to the bounce instead. Schwartz lets fire. And both teams have numerous subs waiting to check in. This has been a relatively whistle-free game so far.
Yeah, and the pace has been intense.
Ishmael draws 3 sets of eyes, and Weatherford picks up 3 more points.
How about it? 2 threes to start is a bonus. Just great quickness in terms of ball movement, finding him wide open.
We gave you numbers in terms of how many threes he's made. That number's now 6. He's only attempted 15 all year, and Hemphill goes right at Evan Hall.
See, that's a tough matchup because you got Hall matched up with him on the wing, and then Hemphill is a guard. He's a wing. He's a kid who's got great quickness to the rim.
Uncareless giveaway by IUPUI. And McLeod scores.
Tell you what, in transition, they can absolutely finish at the rim. They got great quickness, Greg. They love this pace.
The errors have been largely unforced by IUPUI. Oh, my goodness. It's like he had LASIK taking that mask off of his face.
Talk about a heat check. Right off the screen, in rhythm, squares up and doesn't hesitate.
We welcome you to Open Gym on a Sunday afternoon. Defense has only been a rumor so far in this one.
It's optional right now.
Ishmael holds his ground.
Oh!
And eventually wrestles the ball away from McNair. McCall finds an outlet in Weatherford.
Had the high-low, they just didn't go to it.
Justice turns it over. And Schwartz got fouled by Weatherford, which will lead us to the long-awaited first media timeout. Oxygen for both sides, 18 aside. 12:06 left to play in the first half.
Reasonably well to this point, so we think we have it under control, and we'll resume play. Did you get them straightened out, Greg Ringstrom?
Nope.
It's all right. I think if it was an IUPUI shot, those camera views seem to be threes. Both teams needed a breather. I tell you what, they were starting to get a little bit gassed with basically an eight-minute stretch with no break.
Well, Schwartz makes one, misses one. He's a 70% shooter. Schwartz, a 6'9 junior, transfer from San Jose State. Averages 6 points and 3 rebounds a game. Jalen Manette checks in for IUPUI. Elijah Goss does the same. Manette finds Weatherford. And Weatherford having by far the best shooting day he's had as an IUPUI Jaguar.
Where has this been? He's been spotted up. He's got great passes and has had clean looks for those 3.
Now Cohen, my goodness.
So Sandy Cohen, the third, goes, yeah, I saw your 3. And he has just been unstoppable, Greg.
He really had 22 and 8 when these two teams played on January the 17th. He had 20 against UIC, and the vast majority of those in the second half as part of that 19-point comeback. Weatherford, that's a bit more than how we're used to seeing him attack the rim and couldn't get it to go.
Couldn't get it to go. Evan Hall had a nice look on the tip. Couldn't get it to go.
Cohen again.
Tell me what he cannot do. I mean, it's just amazing, the start he's having right here.
I think there is little doubt he is a first-team all-conference performer this year.
No question.
Cam Hank. Manette, not that time. Hall had it and is fouled and will lead us to another media timeout. Sandy Cohen III living up to those 3 eyes on the back end of his leg has been the story. An unlikely source for IUPUI in Grant Weatherford because he had made 2 threes in Horizon League play. He's made 3 in the first 9 minutes today. And Sandy Cohen, while a capable three-point shooter, had only made 1 in the last 3 games for Green Bay.
Well, you're starting backcourt for IUPUI, Greg, with Justice and Weatherford 5 out of 6 from 3. And we're 10 minutes into the first half.
And you're trailing.
And you're down.
An indication of what type of game this has been. Green Bay 10 of 15 from the floor. IUPUI 8 of 14 from the field. Jaguars 5 of 7 from three-point range. The Phoenix 3 of 5. Manette, not the conventional way to split a double team. It works the same as Elijah Goss gets the basket.
Well said, and he stayed with it, and Elijah Goss kind of bails him out with the great hands for the catch.
Cohen stays on the floor with a largely bench group alongside of him. A rare miss for Cohen, and a push in the back is going to be called against Manny Patterson. And that's not surprising for Green Bay. Cohen is the only player for the Phoenix, Bob, that averages over 27 minutes a game.
Yeah, and that one was a little quick. I mean, a little quicker than normal, but you're right. And I think Coach Darner believes, look, if he has Sandy Cohen the third on the floor to balance everybody else out, he can live with those substitutions.
Cohen has 13 of the 24 for Green Bay. Ishmael back in. Hall has a seat for IUPUI. Goss made one of these on Friday. Doesn't have one on Sunday just yet. And Cohen snags the rebound.
Well, it's kind of an undersized lineup now with Green Bay. It's gone small.
And given the speed at which they play, they kind of get away with that. Bell for 3.
Well, Bell is, again, off the bench. He's a tough matchup. The quickness that he has, did not hesitate at all. And the 3 obviously is a big thing for this group right now.
6'7" sophomore, 4.5 points per contest. Phoenix looking for their first win in their 2 years playing against IUPUI as a conference rival, and Pipes picks the pocket of Manette. Bell to Cohen. Couldn't get the oop and then misses the putback.
Yeah, asking for a foul. I think I'm with him. It was a great catch, though.
Justice sizing up his options. Cam went just 1 of 8 from three-point range in the victory at Green Bay back in mid-January.
Tell you what, with this lineup that Coach Darner has on the floor, they're kind of overplaying passing lanes, putting more pressure on the basketball, and when they get possession of it, it's like a rocket to the other end.
Frankly, it's a group that's maybe a little better suited to close out on three-point shooters.
I couldn't agree more. And this is a tough group to match up with on the defensive end.
Manette, good look, would not go. Ishmael, not that time, and then a foul on Goss for the Jaguars.
Just could not corral it in a position where he could get something back to the rim.
Green Bay coming into this contest at 9-6 in league play, having won 5 of their last 6. You cannot overstate how important that Friday night win was at UIC for the Phoenix.
Oh, it's huge. I mean, they're down. They're down and out in that ball game.
chronicled how their defense has been a struggle this year. It's been better as of late. Hankerson off the curl. Couldn't get it to go. Justice in the open court. It's where he's at his best. And Manette draws the foul. No free throws coming.
Well, Jags can get out a little bit in transition with this lineup. You got McCall, Justice, and Manette who can run the floor. Askin Goss.
A couple of starters back in. Hemphill and McLeod return for Green Bay. And Grant Weatherford will do the same for IUPUI. Going to give Justice his first breather, 12 minutes in. Also of note, Cohen to the bench for the first time for the Phoenix.
Well, the pace has been pretty strong on both ends. So you need some breather for these guys.
Manette 22 to lead IUPUI on Friday night. Weatherford. Tough shot. Weatherford's 9 leading IUPUI so far. Trailer 3 for Patterson, turns it down. On the cut, Hemphill. He's got 10.
Tell you what, he is so fun to watch. He just never stops. Plays so well without the basketball, and he can finish at the rim.
6-point lead for Green Bay. It is their largest of the game. Manette. That was blocked, but right in the hands of Ishmael. Couldn't hang on to it, but the possession continues for Manette.
I'm impressed with Green Bay's intensity on ball defense. This group can put some pressure on you, and they've done it and done it well.
Weatherford turns the corner. McCall gets downhill. Good steal by Goss to help make it happen.
And just as I talk about how well they're playing defensively, they can get out on the break.
Try to beat you down the floor, and Patterson does just that.
How about Manny Patterson in traffic? Ishmael had him walled up, and he still scores.
This has always been Link Garner's style, whether it's at previous stops at the Division II level at St. Joseph's College or Florida Southern, where he won a national championship back in 2015. Again. He had made 5 threes all year.
Come
He's
on
made
now.
4 in 14 minutes.
Keep shooting it.
Hankerson. And Weatherford snags the rebound. There's some additional high school buddies and fans of Weatherford's here today. His old high school teammate Hunter Christ, a reserve that we have yet to see play for Green Bay. Those two were teammates at Hamilton Heights High School in nearby Cicero. Grant's putting on a show for some of the folks wearing orange in the crowd today. And Manette extends his streak of three-pointers made. He's made one in 32 consecutive games to tie us at 31.
Just a big basket. I mean, great pass, no closeout to speak of.
7 made threes by IUPUI. Steal by DJ McCall. McCall circling, kicks, fires, not that time. Weatherford, Manette, basket. And a timeout taken by Link Garner, a 30-second timeout.
Grant Weatherford, the energy guy, unbelievable in how he tracks down the rebound.
It's a 30 that will translate into a...
He's had really good looks. I mean, credit his teammates and credit him for being able to play without the ball and find a spot and make it happen. But more than anything, just believe that it's going to go in.
But if you're Green Bay, you're playing the scouting report.
Well, you are playing. No, that's exactly right. You're playing the scouting report, and now you got to alter that report a little bit, which kind of changes the scheme of things.
Cohen has returned for Green Bay. He leads the Phoenix with 13. McLeod, not that time, but long rebound, able to track it down.
Tracks down his zone, makes a great pass.
And then Weatherford fouls Patterson on his way up, and we'll have free throws.
Yeah, but Jaquan McLeod misses the shot, tracks down the long rebound, literally bounces on the floor. Nobody gets a body on him. That's just great hustle. And similarly, not great fundamentals on the part of the Jags.
Rebounds in favor of IUPUI, 14-9. Patterson, a 61% free throw shooter. Offensive boards 7-3 in favor of IUPUI. And IUPUI controlled the glass against Green Bay when they played some 5 weeks ago. Patterson, an empty trip as he misses them both. Justice remains on the bench for IUPUI. Now Manette. McLeod in his hip pocket. Ishmael. Not sure that's where you wanted to make that move.
No. Now you're down deep in the shot clock. You got to let Manette go.
Quickly, defense to offense for Green Bay. Hemphill.
That's very well done. Great pass from Cohen. Great pass to Patterson. Patterson with a tremendous dish and an easy finish for Hemphill.
The rim run for the Michigan City native. One of 2 Indiana natives on this Green Bay roster. And not a surprise considering Link Garner's ties to the state of Indiana. Shot clock at 5. Weatherford pocket picked. 4th IUPUI turnover. Hemphill to the lane again.
How about it? Again, you're right. This lineup has created problems for the big IUPUI lineup. Last 2 possessions, you're inside 5 seconds on the shot clock. You don't get good looks either way. You give them opportunities to get run-outs and create some things on the transition.
Hemphill 7 of 7 from the floor. They have all been at the rim so far. Now Hall going to work. Here comes the double, spins opposite. Cohen flopped. McCall follows.
Man.
Jaguars can't hang on to it. Patterson.
Weatherford had it, slipped through his hands.
6 straight points for Green Bay. And it leads us to a 30-second timeout that turns into a full timeout. 15th of the season, which is the most that IUPUI has had in a year in some 8 seasons. Looking ahead at that today, Green Bay currently having other ideas.
Well, they need to continue this. They need to get some things going offensively. Get into their rotation, get into their basics a little earlier, not go as deep in the shot clock, sprint back defensively, take away transition.
Ishmael draws the double, steps through it. Couldn't get the shot to go.
Well, it's kind of a forced shot, too. 2 bounces, a little bit off balance. Again, the smaller lineup's just taking them out of their offense. It's a walk. Good call.
Just the 3rd turnover committed by Green Bay.
But to go back, you think about the quickness and the on-ball pressure that Green Bay's put on the Jags right now and has been very disruptive. And you have the advantage with Hall and Ishmael. You have your big lineup, but you're not able to get the ball inside and get it to the rim quick enough because they give you such great quick help.
Grant Weatherford getting a breather for IUPUI. Justice a step too far back, but Manette corrals the long rebound. Great slip to Hall. Blocked by Patterson.
Patterson did a great job.
Second offensive rebound of the possession, though. Hall drives, blocked again. The leading shot blocker in the Horizon League getting its put to him by Manny Patterson.
Manny Patterson 2 straight now, looking good inside on the blocks. And you'll see it here. Holds his position, times it. Easy one to kind of block. The first one was similar in nature. But again, you got it. You're working inside. You're doing what you need to do. It's just been a situation now, Greg, where finishing shots, they haven't been able to do it.
The reason for the delay is that the shot clock was reset, and it shouldn't have on the block shot. So shot clock now at 9. Off the curl, Justice. 3 threes for Cam.
No need for that mask. It's so effortless for him coming off the screen. Catch, turn to that shoulder.
And that probably should have been basket interference. And Patterson misses. Link Garner is awfully upset.
I don't blame him.
And I would tend to agree with him.
The whole thing is just shaking.
Manette has to reshoe. That's the reason for the holdup. Link's still got some impressive vertical at his age.
Yeah, he does. He could shoot it back in the day, though. I'm telling you what.
Justice for Ishmael. Shot clock at 8. Ishmael
traveled. Yep.
Wipes away his second
Well, but
field
you know
goal
what?
of the game.
You know, he at least looking at it, thinking about it, and it's got to be a little quicker.
Kind of the final minute of what has been a rapidly played first half of basketball, both in terms of tempo and time elapsed.
No, you're exactly right. I mean, the tempo, when we said pace was going to be an important part of the ball game.
You would certainly say this is Green Bay's pace. I'm not sure that's a bad thing for IUPUI.
I mean, they're comfortable in this.
Yep.
They really are. With certain lineups.
IUPUI is one of those true chameleon teams in terms of pace. They kind of play whatever direction you want to play.
You're exactly right.
Cohen. Tough shot. Well defended by Justice, and now the Jags can hold for one, and McCall hears that from head coach Jason Gardner. DJ, his 5th year in the program. Same number of years that Jason Gardner has been the head coach at IUPUI. Last recruit from the Todd Howard days playing for the Jaguars. Manette got stripped. That was clean.
He's got time.
Shot in time. Yes. No on the result. Fitting. This is a 1-point game going to halftime because it's been that evenly played since the jump.
Absolutely. And, you know, again, pace has been important, but they have just gone at each other for
as well in either direction, whoever wins this contest.
You know what, though, when you look up and down the league standings, all those games have big impacts, and they will until that last game on the last day, Greg.
Jaguars will play at Detroit Mercy on Thursday and at Oakland Saturday to wrap up their second regular season in the Horizon League. Cohen able to get rid of that ball before contact, and a foul has been called against IUPUI in going for the loose ball.
And I think they got Ishmael on the push. A little different wrinkle to start the half. Allow Sandy Cohen III to get the ball on the wing, turn it toward the rim, and the kick out, and Schwartz not able to make it.
Ishmael picks up his second. There weren't much in the way of fouls in half number 1. Mismatch here, Cohen guarded by Ishmael. Good job by Ishmael to hold his ground there.
Yeah, you got a similarly bad matchup with Ishmael and Hempel.
Starting 5 on the floor for each of these two teams. Shot clock in single digits. McLeod got it.
They've just been so good at clearing out some space on the side, freeing up defensive help, and then going to the rim in a hurry. It's a great finish by Jaquan McLeod.
McLeod's got 4. He's the second leading scorer on the season at 14 points a game. Hall had it stripped away by Cohen. Hempel races down and scores again.
Again, in the open court, I'm not sure how you stop Hempel. Of course, I'm not sure how you stop him in the half court, to be honest.
6 steals for Green Bay.
Well, they've just jumped out and got the first 2 hoops and bumped it up to 6.
They had 15 of those in the loss to IUPUI back on January the 17th. Justice. McCall. Offensive foul.
Pretty easy one to make.
McCall picks up his first foul
Justice
of the game.
does a nice job to penetrate on the baseline. And McCall had the jumper, turned it down, put it on the floor, draws the foul.
The 6-point lead for Green Bay matches their largest of the contest. Also had a 6-point lead back at the 7:40 mark of half number 1. Grant Weatherford telling his teammates, play through it, fellas.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a turnover. I mean, you don't want to do it, but just you got to start locking people up on the defensive end.
Hall giving Hemphill a fair amount of space, about 10 feet, and Schwartz gets whistled for a moving screen.
So now, you step a guy off the post, you cut your guards through, you screen down, get a little curl cut if you can. That's the action they've started the half in.
Jags have yet to score here in half number 2. Weatherford's 12 points in the first half. That is already a high for him in Horizon League play. Hall looking to go to work. Powers his way in. First time that IUPUI really has taken advantage of that mismatch.
No, you're exactly right. And the mismatch has been Hemphill and others, and this time they took advantage of Hemphill inside.
McNair, good lead. Hemphill, a rare miss.
Man.
Justice able to track it down. In fact, for Hemphill, that is his first miss of the game.
I was going to say, he's at the rim, somehow did not finish.
Justice. Clean block is ruled out of bounds to IUPUI.
Cam Justice had some trouble controlling the ball, able to get inside, and he thought he's trying to draw the foul, didn't get the call.
He is pointing to his right bicep as State's Exhibit A. So you see that scratch? It wasn't there a couple of seconds ago.
Well, there's that. Look out now. I'm telling you. 5 in a row. You need to guard that guy. I'm just saying.
Hemphill has now missed 2 in a row. In Weatherford, his three-point shooting is kind of like BC and AD.
Whoops.
He had 5 before today. He has 5 today, but the turnover and then the missed bunny by Green Bay.
Yeah, lay it on the low. No, come on now. All right. Okay. Got a little greedy. I understand it, but that's all right. You've made 5 in a row. Take that shot.
Both teams would like to have the last couple of trips back.
Yeah. Well, it's a high-volume possession game. Things are going to happen, right?
Cohen had 13 points early. Hadn't scored in a while. Hemphill does. That's his first basket away from the paint.
I think there's a communication problem because he just slips out in the short corner and nobody near him and has plenty of time to knock down the jumper.
Weatherford's 15 points, leading IUPUI. Hemphill's 18, leading all scorers for Green Bay. Flair for Justice. And we're tied.
Best offense they have, Greg, is just let your guard shoot threes, come down and defend.
With the three-pointer being taken away in the first half, that is now his third 3 of the game. And Schwartz got bumped before the shot by Justice. And that will lead us to the media timeout. All tied at 43 between the Phoenix and the Jaguars. We're back in just a moment.
Interesting to see how this has played out week to week, Greg, and how, as you pointed out, you can be as high as third and then find yourself as low as 7 in a matter of days. This addresses, obviously, the balance that the league has.
Schwartz fouled by Hall.
Tell you what, he was determined to get to the rim. Now, I mean, a great move, great catch, and then Cody Schwartz just took off to try to finish.
Schwartz will shoot the 5th and 6th free throws of the game, all by Green Bay. He's a 70% free throw shooter. 6 points and 3 rebounds a game for the 6'9" junior. And the Phoenix seesaw back in front. Not seen much in the way of full court pressure by the Phoenix today. As Pipes back into the contest. Did not score in brief action in half number 1. Jaguars have shortened their rotation today. They have played just 7. Justice. 13 for Cam.
Starting to look like Cam Justice, without the mask, going strong to the rim, being able to finish.
And Schwartz finished, but he first traveled.
Yeah, but I think, you look at him right now, he's pretty aggressive. I think he likes his matchup. You see Cam Justice again, weaving through traffic. We think of him as a three-point shooter. He is a multi-dimensional scorer is how you describe him.
He has been in double figures in every game but 2 this year for IUPUI. The math might be against him at this point in terms of being the first 20-point-per-game scorer that the Jaguars have had in 7 years. He's at 18.9 per game. He's just trying to win games at this point as Hall finds the lefty touch.
It's the Hyman, Kentucky show right now. Evan Hall, knowing where he is, using the rim as protection on the other side.
Evan Hall with 8. Schwartz, head fake and drive. And Ishmael got a lot of ball, but got somebody as well.
Well, no, it's a good call. Now think about it. The 3 times that Schwartz has touched the ball in the last minute, Greg, what's he done? Tried to go to the rim with it.
So Ishmael picks up his third. And Schwartz back to the free throw
line. Well, you see here it is. I mean, he's going, yeah, it's all ball, but it's all body on the finish.
All 4 of Schwartz's points from the line in this game.
I thought it was a pretty good call. I thought it was actually an easy call.
A little easier to see the contact, frankly, from our view.
Yeah, we do have a decent seat.
Not bad.
Not going to complain about it.
So Ishmael checks out as Goss checks back in. Manette returns as Weatherford gets a breather. And now likely Schwartz will hop out as Patterson re-enters the lineup.
So you substitute maybe a little more defense and rebounding with Patterson and scoring with Schwartz, but Schwartz was putting pressure on this IUPUI defense with his willingness to go to the rim.
Schwartz is the only player that has made a free throw in this game. There have only been 2 that have tried him so far. Justice stumbled on his way up. Shot blocked. Cohen. No, he has not scored since about the midway point of the first half. He had 13 in half number 1. And McCall all the way in. Foul on the pass.
They're going to get him on a pass.
That goes against Cohen.
Going to the rim, though. Both teams, kind of fun. There's a lot of three-point shots made in this game. This segment of the game just feels like let's take it to the rim as much as we can and see what happens.
This is kind of the energy group in the game right now for Green Bay.
No question. And this group really played well in the first half.
Hankerson, Pipes, and Patterson all in, and Cohen.
I didn't see him coming and dodged a bullet.
He averages 2 steals a game. That leads the Horizon League. Thought he had his hands on one right there.
I thought he had a rim rattler at the other end coming up.
McCall able to track it back down.
Nice pass.
And Goss
couldn't finish it. Look at this hustle. Elijah Goss, great hustle to save.
An acrobatic 13th offensive rebound of the game for IUPUI.
Had a chance to finish one off and couldn't do it. Good chance to get a reset.
Manette with 5 points in the first half. Ball screen goes away from it.
Look out. Thought he had it now. Thought he had it.
And then Goss commits the foul, the 16th foul against IUPUI. They got to be careful. They could send Green Bay to the bonus for a long time in this half.
And Green Bay's not anywhere near foul trouble. Obviously, since IUPUI hasn't shot a free throw for the game.
Pipes will walk the ball to the front court for the Phoenix. Cohen. We are seeing the versatility of DJ McCall defensively on Cohen.
That's well put, because you think that obviously it would be a disadvantage for McCall inside against Sandy Cohen III.
The jump hook by Hall.
Got away with it. Whoops. Look out.
Elijah Goss. How creative do you want to be? No need.
No need. Just
take the 2 points.
Make a hoop. Make a hoop. Yeah, so both teams have gone to the bench, and I think both teams get energy and have had that energy all day when they've gone to the bench.
Just the second field goal for Goss today. Pipes for the lead. Got it. First basket of the game.
Yeah, that's just too easy now. You come off a screen, no one hedges, no one comes out to close out, and Pipes has literally all day to knock down a shot.
5th made 3, first of the half for the Phoenix. They make on average 8 a game. Goss left alone from 17.
You got to do it. You have to step up, because they're trying. Obviously, they're playing off of you. You can't possibly get the ball in the post unless you knock down some shots and open it up.
7 points, 7 rebounds a game. Cohen.
He can't get one to go now.
And Goss didn't go get it because he had not established position back in the court. So Green Bay will get the basketball back. But IUPUI has wrestled back the lead. The last 2 buckets belong to Elijah Goss. Jaguar.
That the quarters and the semifinals, the tournament itself, should be wide open.
Let's face it, it's been a while since the number 1 seed won this league.
Absolutely.
There has been craziness in the Horizon League the last few years. 2 years ago, the number 10 seed Milwaukee made it to the championship game. Green Bay won it as a 4 seed in Link Garner's first year 3 years ago. Justice able to poke that ball free from Cohen.
Great help by Ishmael. Comes out and gets the pressure on him. An extra body to try to slow down Sandy Cohen III.
Ishmael back in there with 3 fouls, spelling Evan Hall for a breather. We have not seen Nick Rogers today. He played limited minutes on Friday. Jack Hansen didn't play at all. Pipes, no, and Goss snares the rebound. Goss is IUPUI's leading rebounder. Just under 7 a game. Reference the fact that Hansen didn't play on Friday. First game he hasn't played in all year. Justice, no. Ishmael, yes.
Good follow. Great move to get to the rim. Great job to finish it.
Ahmed doesn't do much in a hurry. What he does effectively. McLeod,
big time.
Tough shot.
Big time. Crossover, step back with a hand in his face.
A 39% three-point shooter.
Big time move.
Ties us at 53. Phoenix now 6 of 12 from three-point range in this game. Both teams shooting 50% from behind the arc. Goss blocked by Patterson. If he goes the other side of the rim,
exactly.
That's a layup.
Getting ready to say the same thing. Patterson does a great job to find him and get the block, but if he goes up and under, I think he has a hoop.
That is the 7th block shot for Green Bay, 3rd by Patterson.
Right.
Ishmael not looking for the 3 yet. He maybe should have been. Shot clock's at 4. It'll have to be Justice. Cam has no problem with that.
I don't think he cares too much about it one way or the other. Just he's got a clear side he can create.
Justice and Weatherford now each have 15 to pace IUPUI. And that'll be a pushing foul against Pipes. And not the threes. It's plays like that we're accustomed to seeing from Grant Weatherford.
Absolutely. And, he has that uncanny ability to recognize when to step up, make a play, try to draw the charge, which he absolutely did. But now you got to take advantage of it. You get the turnover, make them pay for it.
Midway point of half number 2. It's a 2-point lead at the break for the Phoenix. It's now 2 in favor of IUPUI. Manette with the creative assist from Cam Justice.
Yeah, it was. Got to get everybody involved in the building right now. The between-the-leg bounce pass for 3.
In this hockey building, the man that wears number 5 went 5 whole to deliver the ball to Jalen Manette. Manette now with 8 points. 5-point lead for IUPUI, their largest of the game. McLeod, Bell for 3. His second make of the game.
Big basket. In the confusion, the ball's on the floor, confusion. Goss not able to close out Bell as quickly as he needed to. That's a big basket.
Travion Bell, his second made field goal of the game. He averages 4.5 a contest. He's got 6 today. Ishmael. Here comes the double. Steps through it. Finds Weatherford. Left hand. Everything going for Grant Weatherford this afternoon.
Well said. He is not going to miss too many right now.
His season high was 20 against Purdue Fort Wayne. He's sitting on 17. And McLeod got it.
Wow. What a finish. I mean, just, get it up to the rim and let things happen. And certainly, Jaquan McLeod, great. It's quick blow by. Justice not able to get there in time, not able to close him down, and that's a big-time move.
McLeod, an 83% free throw shooter. His first free throw of the game. This is the 9th free throw attempted by Green Bay. IUPUI has not went to the free throw line today.
Just think, though, I mean, you get that feeling. You're trying to get some separation. Your IUPUI maybe gets you like a 4-point lead, 5-point lead. Milwaukee comes down, makes a big play, and cuts it.
So Cohen picks up the foul. Just the fourth team foul against the Phoenix. And just a whistle just to make sure, hey, there was...
Just a reminder to stop the extracurricular. Just focus on playing basketball. Good piece of officiating.
Grant Weatherford has no problem with some extra contact, nor an extra word or two
No,
on
not
the
at
floor.
all. Not at all.
Manette in the lane. Hankerson there to swipe it away. Cohen, beautiful step through and ties us at 60.
Tell you what, great defense. You get that kind of separation, that kind of space, you're not going to stop them.
First points and really over a half for Cohen. And Manette fouled, and McLeod said, yep, I got him.
A little arm bar there to try to bump him off the spot.
And that allowed both teams to go to the bench. 60-60. 7:53 left to go.
This has been just a fun game to watch and do. Neither team could get any separation. They just keep playing. They keep going at each other. Stop runs with big plays. Fun way to spend a Sunday afternoon.
Hankerson almost got his hands on that one. Ishmael. So waiting for that double team to come. It never did this time, and Ishmael up and in.
Well, no one gave him that second body. They didn't double him, and he's able to just get the step through and go to the rim.
It's one of the first times they haven't doubled him today, and Ishmael cashes in immediately. Patterson, the mid-range. And Justice able to snag the rebound. IUPUI plus 15 on the glass against Green Bay.
Well, you just got to, in these situations, Greg, you tell your kids to play one possession. Just if you're up one, bump it up to two. If you're up two, bump it up to four. You can't do it, though, if you turn it over.
McLeod, yes.
See what I mean? Because in transition, little secondary transition, they're so dangerous. You got to take care of the ball. We have to have good possessions each time down because that's how tightly it's been played and will be played.
And Justice has had the ball slip out of his hands on the drive that time. 11th IUPUI turnover. Green Bay has committed just 7 of those in the game. Ishmael again goes to work on Patterson. Steps through.
And one on the big fella. Ishmael, I think, again, recognizes where he is, goes under the rim, gets it up on the rim, and you'll see it. Gets that second bounce, step through. A very, very friendly bounce.
2 possessions of not doubling Ishmael.
You got to think about it.
My guess is that's going to change.
Well, I think you have to think. There was time. You got it because there was nobody there. It was a clear side, and the help was slow or non-existent. And he makes a nice 3-point play.
And 33 minutes into the game, IUPUI makes their first free throw of the day. They're 1 of 1 from the stripe this afternoon.
Yeah.
Jags go smaller here. And against Green Bay, you can afford to do that.
No question.
No true post player for the Phoenix.
Yeah, but you've got Evan Hall, who gives you great quickness. You have good matchups at all 5 spots right now.
So Ishmael and Goss get a breather. Shot left short. Hankerson fouled by McCall, and Hankerson will get free throws.
That's a tough one. Everybody, loose ball, people going for it. That's just hard. That's good hustle.
So Hankerson, an 86% free throw shooter, who has yet to score today, will shoot 1 plus the bonus. Hemphill returns now for Green Bay. He leads the Phoenix with 18. Hankerson averages 9.5 points a game.
See what I mean? You get a 3-point possession, 3-point lead. You come down, you need a stop, you don't get it, you put him at the free throw line.
Green Bay has a team 70% from the stripe. The lead back to 1 for the Jaguars. Justice Weaves through traffic, leaves for Weatherford, left it short, McCall and one.
Well, you know what? 4 guys touched the ball in that exchange, and it was a well-designed, well-run play. And DJ McCall just kind of finds himself in the right spot. Justice on a great pass. Weatherford can't get it back. Hall had the tip, and there's DJ McCall to clean it up.
16 offensive rebounds for IUPUI. And 2 made free throws on as many trips on and one.
So now you've got it to 4. So, again, concentrate, get a stop, get the ball back, and try to bump it to 6.
Largest lead for IUPUI has been 5. Bell for a third 3. Not that time, and Manette secures the rebound.
Here's where you take time, get yourself set, get a good look.
Now Hall goes to work. Left hand, no. McCall eventually gets it back.
McCall, again, around the basket. Such quickness. He's quick off the floor.
The best rebounding team in the Horizon League is playing like it today. They are owning the glass. And now a timeout going to be called by Jason Gardner. This should be a 30 that turns into a full with just under 5 minutes left to play. 68-64. IUPUI trying to make it a home weekend sweep. The league, Green Bay makes 8. IUPUI just under 7. Those are 2 of the lower numbers in the entire conference.
Throw that out, just have some fun. But you know what? They've done it all day, and the backcourt of IUPUI has had one of those days.
There has not been a double-digit lead in this game. There has been nothing more than a 2-possession lead in this game until that moment.
Well, you know what? Just get a step, pull the trigger.
18 for Justice. Jaguars 11 of 20 from three-point range. Weatherford tried to sell the contact, couldn't get it.
You got to get a hand up there. Foot stayed down.
And McCall stays with him.
McCall's a good matchup for Cohen. There you go.
Shot clock at 6. Ball deflected. Look ahead pass Weatherford. Hankerson races back. Again, Grant tries to sell the contact. Official says nope, just out of bounds to IUPUI.
Yeah, great hustle. Great hustle back to take away a layup. Great defense by IUPUI, though. You'll see it here. The pass ahead by Justice gets that extra bounce. And how about the spectacular hustle by Hankerson to get back and disrupt the layup? Now, just take care of it in here. They're in no hurry. Get yourself a good one. And look for 5.
Great feed. Better finish.
Well, you got the switch with the ball screen, you got the slip, and you got the tremendous pass by Justice.
The largest lead of the game for IUPUI. Hall on senior day now in double figures with 10. Cohen. McCall with him step for step. And a blocking foul on Justice. That will be foul number 3. And that will lead us to our final media timeout. Justice from long range.
Impressive stat is Sandy Cohen III has 2 points in the second half. DJ McCall and others have done a great job of containing his movement to the rim with and without the basketball.
Hankerson, 2 for 2 from the line. Make it 3 for 3. In a limited free throw game, the Phoenix are 8 of 12 from the stripe, while IUPUI is just 2 for 2. But a miss there.
Well, a little more pressure out front now.
Schwartz is back in there now for the Phoenix. McCall looking to drive on Hemphill.
Good decisions. Good decision by Evan Hall and by DJ McCall.
Of note, before they could foul him, that instruction was being given. from the sidelines by Green Bay. What a take
man.
by Weatherford.
Just wouldn't go, and he's got to hurry back because Green Bay has numbers.
Hankerson got it, his
Big
first
basket.
field goal.
Listen, Green Bay clawing right back in it, and now it's a 2-possession game, and there's a whole lot of time.
Manette stays in the game for IUPUI. Ishmael and Goss on the sidelines. Justice creates some space, doesn't get the basket, and Hall couldn't win the war down low.
Shots under pressure, no opportunity for second chance points, and going to the rim. Good big rebound.
Good look, wouldn't fall.
Good rebound. Now, again, come down here, get yourself going more toward the rim. Don't get so deep in the shot clock. Get going to the rim.
Jags have 2 timeouts remaining. And I bring that up because they have shortened their rotation today. They have just played 7. This group might be a little bit gassed at this point. The slip and Hall
and a good foul.
Yep,
a
Schwartz
really
was not
smart
gonna let him get
play.
to the rim.
It's a tremendous slip, tremendous pass.
And they're going to send both teams to the bench, I think, to check that foul.
Oh, this is just, at first glance, it's just a hard foul. But, they need to take a look at it. So what we're going to do again, Greg Rakestraw will work in conjunction with our production group, those superstars that we have, and determine if, in fact, it's a flagrant foul. And if, in fact, it is, so here you go. Got it under control, Greg, as always.
Absolutely. By the way, our 3-man officiating crew, Bill Eck, Tim Stewart, and Brandon Cruz.
What would we do without the superior Tupelo Raycom outstanding crew that makes this so easy for everyone?
Well, we'd be doing radio.
That's all right. We're good with that. But this is so much fun. Just a common foul, right?
Correct.
All right, now Evan Hall on senior day, what would be good for you? Knock down a couple free throws.
A 30% shooter. 1 out of 2 would be nice here.
Boom.
There's 1.
There you go. Just exactly what we needed. See what I mean? That's a way to. That's exactly how you do it.
2 would be a bonus, but that free throw made it a 3-possession game. Got the 1.
All right. Make sure you don't foul the jump shooter here. Play some defense, Greg Rakestraw.
Now Schwartz, capable 3-point shooter.
Very capable.
But missed a good look.
For him, that's a really good look. He was in rhythm. Nobody with a hand in his face. Remember, Green Bay has fouls to give.
The next foul would put IUPUI in 1 plus the penalty.
Yeah, it makes up. That's a.
And a foul has been called against Cohen. So Cohen picks up the whistle. His 4th. Weatherford, what a shooting day it's been for him, making 5 threes.
Well, you have to put pressure. You can't lay back. You're in a situation where you got to make something happen.
To describe his shooting form, you'd say he's a better competitor than shooter. He's a 72% free throw shooter. But that form has been pure today.
It has. It really has. He tosses up a little, what looks like a little knuckleball, but I tell you what, it goes in. And you talk about competitor, that's exactly what he is.
And now Elijah Goss will come in for Evan Hall, and that's just kind of for free throw purposes.
There's no question. No question. Goss can defend. Goss can rebound. He's pretty good on ball. And if there's some switches, he can handle the perimeter guys.
The curveball, a beauty from Weatherford, and IUPUI's lead back to 9. McLeod. Goss went straight up, but IUPUI couldn't hang on to the rebound.
Well, Elijah Goss did a nice job of not committing a foul. I mean, he really did. Stood straight up, did a nice job. I'm going to tell you right now, you'll see exploding. Maybe a little contact there. McLeod was to the rim in a hurry.
Schwartz on the flare, able to track it
Tracks
down.
it down.
Cohen, no. And Manette, able to track down the loose ball.
If he can look ahead, he's got Goss wide open.
Doesn't see him, but finds McCall. It all works out in the end.
Good decision to pull out.
And McCall will shoot 2.
It's been a hard-fought win now. This was a fun game to watch.
Early threes by Green Bay. They could never replicate that success in the second half.
No, they really didn't. And in large part, I think DJ McCall and Weatherford and Justice and Manette on the perimeter did a nice job, especially McCall doing some great job on Cohen III and limiting his touches and his available looks in the second half.
McCall makes 1 of 2. And he had 18 when these teams played each other back in January, just 6 today. But his defense on Cohen has been tremendous, as evidenced by that shot right there. And Weatherford is fouled. Well, IUPUI is on their way to a 4th win in as many games against Green Bay over the last 2 years.
And they're on their way to their 16th win this year, which is big. I mean, it's really big.
And when they won their 15th on Friday, that was the most since 2011. They've got to get to 19 wins to equal that season. That was Ron Hunter's last year at IUPUI. Weatherford has tied his career high at IUPUI with 20.
He's not missing it. Today is clearly his day.
You know you're good when you're defying the broadcaster jinx. The lead a dozen for IUPUI. And this has not been a double-digit game until the last couple of possessions. Justice whistled for a blocking foul. It'll be his 4th. So Cohen now will shoot 2. Again, 13 points in the first half for Cohen, just 2 in the second half after he had 20 on Friday night.
It's been a big key, without question. I mean, the defensive effort on him has been large in this game.
And Goss, another outstanding rebound.
And as you pointed out so well, the rebounding has been superb.
No fouls, I don't think, for Green Bay. They're going to trap, but they won't foul. Shot clock and game clock are virtually in sync. Manette almost lost it. McCall. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Phoenix. Jaguars will run their record to 16-13, but more importantly, 8-8 in Horizon League play. Justice Hemphill will knock that ball away.
Looked like a lob. Thought it was a shot. Couldn't really tell. At this stage, just run the clock out.
Yep.
And celebrate senior day. What a perfect day.
Weatherford will hang on to it. He'll take the shot clock violation. He'll give the turnover. Game's not over yet.
Yep.
Fans are standing.
Got about 1.1 left.
You'll take that turnover knowing the victory is assured at this point. Jaguars need one more win to guarantee a winning season for the first time in 8 years. But they will settle for the victory today to get them back to 500 in Horizon League play. Your final score this afternoon, Jaguars win 79-68.
It was an impressive win. It was really solid in that second